Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've posted a YouTube video, and today is the day that I've been thinking about, actually dreaming about probably is a better word for it, for the last 3 years. This camera that I'm filming on right now is the Panasonic GH5. I bought this thing in college after I upgraded and kind of outgrew the Panasonic GH4, and when this thing came out, I was absolutely obsessed with it. It had dual memory card slots, it did 4K, it did 4K 10-bit 422. The camera was kind of ahead of its time, but there was one, maybe two huge problems. One, the autofocus sucks. As we'll probably figure out in this video, it hunts a lot and it never locks on. It's not reliable and I just don't trust it. So I never used it. Even weddings and stuff, I was almost always manually focusing because I just never could really trust the Panasonic autofocus. And the other thing is that I had the micro four thirds sensor. And it was okay, I bought lenses to kind of help me get around it, but since it's a crop, it's almost like a 2x on everything else. So the depth of field, how blurry stuff is in the background, and how much light can come in, I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm ready for that professional look. And I've been trying to kind of make this camera look professional for the last couple of years, but I just got 2 packages in the mail that I'm very excited about. This is a huge investment for me. It's something that I've done a ton of research on, and I'm really, really excited to start shooting with this camera. So please hold. Here we are. So I actually didn't really think this through. And I don't have a knife or anything, so I guess we'll just start with this first box. So I guess I'm gonna try to open this with a pencil. Yeah, that didn't work. Nope. Moving over to the pen. Pixel connection. You guys really taped this thing up. Appreciate it. Big investment, something I'm gonna have to get used to, and you guys can get a little sneak peek of my decision and who I went with. Something I gotta get used to is lens prices again, because micro four thirds, the lenses are so much smaller and cheaper. I'm really excited about this. If you guys haven't gathered that yet. Really gotta get a knife. If you guys have any pocket knives suggestions? I've always kind of wanted to carry one, but never did. Gonna have to stand up for this. Bum 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 ba. Cinema line. Super, super excited. What do we got? 2 extra Sony batteries. And these things, geez, man, are these expensive. I think these are like 198 bucks a piece. All right, so if you guys know cameras and you've been watching the cameras that have come out over the last year and a half, you might already know what's inside this box. And here's another little sneak peek of it. I bought the Sony FX3, which is now their entry point into their cinema line. And I didn't really buy it because of the cinema line thing. There was so much talk about what makes a cinema camera and is it really a cinema camera. It wasn't really all about all of that stuff. I almost bought the A7S III. I wasn't really financially ready yet, so I was just kind of waiting. And then the FX3 came out and they literally took the A7S III, took out pretty much all the photo features like the electronic viewfinder, and they just made a really video-centric camera that I am super excited about. I think it's gonna fit my shooting style perfectly. So let's see what's in this box. Oh, I gotta show you guys. If you guys wanna see my overhead rig, because I'm using all my good cameras, I'll have to shoot this with my phone, so check this setup out, right? This is what we're working with here. I got my little aperture light right here. And then my camera with the mic is just sitting on top of a box. And check out this sketchy rig. I have that taped and gorilla potted onto a C-stand to get my overhead shot. Anyway, I bought this camera and it came in the mail 2 days ago, and I've just been super busy with work, and I had to get my second vaccine yesterday, so I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. All right, so we got all of the instructions. Never read those. USB-C cable. What do we have here? Ooh, yeah. So this is one of the other reasons that I really wanted this camera. It comes with this top audio handle with XLR inputs. So I do a lot of corporate video storytelling, and I'm usually doing interviews by myself. So having this top handle and the ability to have professional audio already synced up in the camera for me was a game changer. And it's already included in the price. The A7S III, I definitely would have had to buy the audio grip that sits on the top, and then it wasn't as integrated. Battery charger. All right, here we go. Oh man, check that out. Check that thing out. So sick. It's chunkier than I thought. And man, I love the way that grip feels. Again, you guys probably can't see it because it's probably not in focus, because Panasonic just freaking struggles. But this is the new Sony FX3, their entry point into their cinema line. Super excited. Again, a couple reasons I bought it. Full frame sensor under here, which this is never gonna look this good again. No scratches. Look at that sensor. It's huge compared to what I'm used to seeing when I take off the lenses or my lens caps. So yeah, a couple reasons I bought it. It has tally lights, which is a really small feature, but for me, again, I'm doing a lot of interviews by myself, so the ability to look over and see a red light and know that I'm still recording is huge. I missed a couple shots last year that I'm really bummed about, and I just wasn't recording, a little out of practice. The other things, has mounting points all over this thing, so I can, that top grip mounts right here and integrates in really well, so it's super sturdy. And other than that, I can mount monitors and anything else that I want to, and I really want to build this out as a handheld rig. I got into the habit of putting my Panasonic on a gimbal, and I was shooting everything on a gimbal, and I kind of missed that handheld look, and this body feels really good in the hand. I remember feeling the Sony A7S, it might have been the first one or maybe the second one, and that grip was so tiny, I felt like I was needed to hold it awkwardly to make it fit in my hand, but this feels nice. So I guess it's time to put a lens on it. So the lens, super excited. I went all in. My first lens, I went straight to a G Master lens, which is kind of the best way if you want all the features of Sony to work well. I felt like I really wanted to give this camera its best shot of performing, and holy crap, this thing is massive. It makes me feel like my Panasonic lenses are like, I don't know, some type of toy or kid's toy or something, but this thing is huge, and it probably weighs as much as my whole camera setup right now, so sorry to the weight of my backpack. Casey Neistat style. This lens is gonna live on this camera because it's the only Sony lens that I bought and currently own. Alright. Also never filmed an unboxing before. Look at that. So much light's gonna come into this thing. I'm so excited about it. Alright, time to put this lens on. Struggle bus here. How the oh, got it. Oh my god. Oh, look at that thing. Again, the autofocus, just absolutely terrible. I think it's locking onto my eyeball though, which is an accomplishment for Panasonic. Probably should put the battery in, I guess, if I want to actually use this thing. Ooh, you have to actually slide the battery door closed. That's interesting. So, just got it turned on. Really interesting. I'm so used to, obviously, Panasonic. And the other thing with Panasonic that I kind of forgot to mention about now that I'm seeing it now that I'm into this camera, the low light capability of this thing was better than the GH4. The GH4 I couldn't go above 800 ISO, and I used to shoot weddings, so receptions were always extremely tricky. And so what I used to do is I bought like a 25mm lens that was f/0.95, which is a micro four thirds specific made lens. And it was great, except it didn't have autofocus at all. So I was manually focusing even when I was on the gimbal or trying to get those late night reception shots of the people leaving. And I couldn't go above 800 ISO. So when I got the GH5, I could use 1600 ISO, which was better than the GH4, but 3200 was pushing it. And with this Sony, I think it goes up to like 102,000 ISO. The noise actually just kind of resets in the middle. So again, another reason why I really, really wanted this camera. And now I just got to start playing around with this thing. I guess that's pretty much my unboxing. I mean, I got the new Type A cards that Sony made specifically, which are insanely expensive to get like 3 hours maybe of record time. I guess I can throw this top handle on and really get a look for what this thing is gonna look like. I literally have a corporate shoot tomorrow, so I have less than 24 hours to figure this camera out, which is a little nerve-wracking, but also exciting at the same time, because I have a reason to shoot with it and to learn it and to push it. I'm just struggling to get this top handle on. There she is. What a beast. I'm so excited for this thing. It just, even like feeling it and holding it, just has a more professional feel to it. Everything just feels more sturdy. It doesn't feel so much like a, I don't know, like a toy, I guess. It's not as plasticky. So I'm just really excited. I definitely have some shoots coming up. Like I said, I have a corporate shoot tomorrow, and then a couple trips here coming up. So I'm really, really excited to put this thing to the test. Obviously, this isn't my review. Not that I think I'm the person to review a camera right now, since I'm a little out of touch with them. But I am excited. I'm going to put this thing to the test. And again, I bought this, what was it? May 5th. And on May 5th, I bought this camera. And as soon as I did, I deleted my social media off my phone. I was spending about 8 hours a week on social, and it was really just whenever I'd have a free moment, by habit, I'd just pick up the phone, start scrolling. Next thing I know, 20 minutes would go by, and I just keep doing that again and again throughout the day. And it just became a habit, and I didn't like it, and I never really had a reason to push myself and to be more productive before. But I'm ready. I'm ready to start shooting again. I want to fall in love with video again. And I just want to really start connecting with other people, helping other people achieve their goals and dreams and take their business to the next level. And that's what I'm really hoping to do with this camera. I really kind of want to get back to how I was before college or in college. And I was just always trying to grind, always trying to take opportunities, say yes to them, help people, either capture their moment that they want captured or take their business to the next level and help them grow their business. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm hoping to shoot my process along the way. I'm hoping to document me growing my company. And we have Jill and I have a ton of plans in the future about what we're going to be doing. So I'll be filming that as well. And so I'm just super excited. If you guys made it to this point in the video, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is my first one. This is the first video I've filmed of myself in over 3 years. So I'm super excited to be back and wanting to be back and not feeling like I need to force myself into it. So again, thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're still here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.